Hey everyone, it's Chris. Welcome to the InsideTheU channel. Be sure to hit the like button, click to subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications so when a new video comes out you don't miss anything. So earlier I put together a video of the 6 former Miami Hurricanes running backs in Tecmo Super Bowl to see who I should play a season with. I heard your suggestions and I've decided on Warren Williams with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shout out to Steeler Nation. I had a huge game with Williams here in the preseason. I'm hoping I can lead him to a rushing title in the regular season, but it won't be easy. As you can see, it was 377 yards in the preseason game. I made some moves, I did some things with him, but he's not the most highly regarded guy in the game. Tecmo Geek ranks him as the 38th best running back, and you see his ratings were just okay, but let's get right into the season. We got the San Diego Chargers up first. I'm excited. I'm glad you guys are here. Hope everyone is doing well. And just a little background about Williams, he led the Hurricanes in rushing twice during his career, including the 1987 National Championship season, played in the NFL. He played with guys like Melvin Bratt and Alonzo Highsmith in college, but, he led him in rushing twice. Not a lot of people know about Warren. So we're getting started here, and hopefully I play well enough. I want to get all these runs in and get plenty of yards, but also I want to win games. We're trying to also win the Super Bowl, and anyone that's played this game knows that the Steelers offense isn't great, so this will be a challenge. And as you can see, I'm going to be a little rusty, but that's a good pick right there. I was using Rod Woodson on defense. I like his speed. Obviously a big-time playmaker. See if I can run this all the way back. I need to make a move. That's a good start. This is a good start to the season. I like this. So here we go. We got Williams with 4 different runs. I'm hoping I can just break some off and get them right now. Start the season on average. Oh, I should have scored there, but that's okay. You start the season on average, and then based on how you perform, you can go to good or excellent. And then, there's that first touchdown of the season. I like it, guys. Right there on that draw play. So we're up 6-0. I like this. You got to go for the extra point. There's no 2-point conversions back here. But yeah, I think I can get some runs off and get them to excellent. That'd be perfect. Obviously, otherwise you go from average, you can go to bad, and there's you're not quite as, your skills aren't quite as good, and I definitely can't afford that. So I'm gonna try to get them going. Touchdowns. That's a good start. 7-0 lead on the Chargers. Just kind of curious if you guys had great memories of this game, or if this is something you've heard about. Obviously, it's a classic, and a lot of people still play it today. I don't play it nearly as much, and if you watch me play, you can see I'm not refined, but like some of these guys that compete in tournaments, and I got a friend that does that, and shout out to Ryan. He's still involved with the game and things like that. So one of the memories I have of this, I remember playing it as a kid for sure. But I remember in college, we had a league of about 15 guys playing in a season. Shout out to Comstock Hall and anybody listening there. But yeah, it was great. We back then we actually had like a fake. There's another interception. This is a good start for the defense. They had Greg Lloyd over there and some other. I mentioned Woodson, but yeah. So we had a nice. Oh, they picked my play here. Can't get anything going when they pick your play. So, yeah, we had a nice little league, and they did it again. But anyways, we had a website, and we did like mock stories, and you see all these guys, even when we weren't playing in our game, a lot of guys would be huddled around watching the game. So you'd have dorm rooms just full of a bunch of guys watching the games, and just had a good time with that. So that was fun. And we still talk about that today, and people can kind of remember which team you were selected with and that kind of thing. So that was definitely a good time, and obviously growing up playing this game right here was one of the reasons why it was considered such a classic, was just because it was one of the first video games of its time to use real players. Others had kind of done it, and obviously the Tecmo Bowl before this did, but this was a huge deal. All the teams are included, and it was a good time, and there's been countless websites, and like I said, there's tournaments that still go on, and I'm not nearly the caliber of player that could compete in those by any means. I just enjoy the game and have fun with it. Oh man, that's a bad pass there. I got Bubby Brister at quarterback, and I know people that pay attention to the game Rick Strom, the backup. Some people go with him in the game just because he's a little bit more accurate. So we're going to stick with Brister, though. He's got the, obviously the name recognition and the bigger arm, but we're not going to make any moves quite yet. So I'm trying to pass this. See, I feel like I got to pass a little bit if I can get in the end zone. Nope. I feel like I need to pass a little bit so teams don't load up on my run game, but I definitely am playing a style where I just want to run the ball. There we go. Into the end zone for the second time for Warren. So I'm gonna, you might look at it like, well, why are you playing that way and things like that, but I definitely want to stick with the run, even though passing is certainly a lot easier, to be honest with you, unless you have one of those elite running backs, Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, Thurman Thomas, even former Hurricane Otis Anderson is really good in the game, Neil Anderson. So there's good running backs in the game where you can have like monster seasons. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with Warren. Like I said, I haven't played this in a while, and he doesn't have the highest rating. But I was really encouraged by the preseason performance. Like, I don't know. I was able to make some moves and get him going. And there's Marion Butts is a good player in this game. He's got good speed, and then it's tough to tackle. You just kind of bounce right off of him. Oh man, see, that's the thing when I'm that top defender, I'm very vulnerable with allowing the run. I just don't guard it very well. So I try to pick the run plays up there, and that's why just not real strong in that area. Greg Lloyd flying in, but it's 14-7. That's okay. I feel good about this. A good start. I got Warren off to a good start. He's doing well. There's Tim Morley there. I like the kick return. It's kind of fun. Like I said, if I had like a premier guy at kick return, see if I could turn this all the way back. Going up, and they're coming back. Oh, he's just too fast. They're too fast and caught me from behind. But look, I'm right here inside the red zone again. Oh, I can't bounce. It's tough. It's just tough. I know it looks like maybe if I could get a few more yards, but he just doesn't have those quality attributes you're looking for in this game. So you have to make like every little move. There we go. 3 touchdowns already. This is a good start for Warren. I like this. This is a good start. I want to, like I said, I want to win the rushing title, lead in touchdowns, the whole thing, and obviously try to cap it off with a Super Bowl. That'd be great. I'm going to play out this whole season, though, and just kind of see how it goes. Whatever happens, happens. Here we go. Need to keep playing good defense. Need to tackle him there. But yeah, so kind of going back to Warren a little bit, in case you guys didn't know a lot about him, if you're a Miami fan tuning in here. Like I said, he led the team in rushing when he was a senior on the 87 undefeated team. And then as a sophomore as well, and the other times Alonzo Highsmith led him during his career when he was there. But, Melvin Bratton, for example, a guy that a lot of people know, didn't lead the team in rushing at any point during his career there because of a guy like Warren. So definitely had a lot of skills. I think he was listed at like 6 foot 210, certainly NFL wise. And he played I think he played 5 seasons with the Steelers and then finished it off with the Colts. I think that's about right. Just mainly as a reserve. Although he was the Steelers Rookie of the Year his first year. There we go. Yeah, get the first down there. Not quite. So 9 yards. We'll take that. So yeah, Warren had a kind of good start to his career. And kind of going back to before Miami, he was a standout at North Fort Myers. He actually had his jersey retired there. He played high school teammate of Deion Sanders, and certainly on some good teams there. But just a guy that, and I think there's a lot of guys like this really in the history of the Hurricanes program, where a lot of guys, even if they were productive in college, they just kind of, I would say maybe, that's not good. No, I don't have any speed. Can I get the angle on him? Oh, that's not good though. We're doing good on offense, and then we've turned the ball over. But yeah, I think a lot of guys that like I said, he started on and led the team in rushing the championship season. And I think if you go to a bunch of other schools, maybe you're regarded a lot differently, But at Miami, it just there's been just so many good players, and obviously at running back, there certainly has, and not just production or things like that, but also time. Like granted. His last season was 87. That was a while ago. So, maybe a generation of people just haven't been aware. And then a guy like Warren hasn't been around the program all that much since then. So you understand it, but I think that's what made it so intriguing of why I wanted to try and play out a season with him and kind of learn more about him, kind of give you guys some more information on him as I pick up information. That's a good run. I like that. That's a good run. Oh no. Oh, what are we doing? That's terrible. That's not what we wanted. We're having a good game. We're solid. I'm doing this series for you guys. He's really injured. Man, that's tough. We're going to have to... I don't know what to do now. What's tough about this game with injuries is you don't know how long they're out for. It's not like... the current video games where they'll say out 3 weeks, 4 weeks with whatever injury. With this game, you don't know how long they're out for. You just know they're out, and you don't find out if someone's coming back. You don't find out till someone's coming back. I gotta figure out I gotta just get this win now. You don't find out they're coming back until like you start the next week, and then they come running out of the hospital. If you guys remember that, kind of a funny scene, but one of those memorable things about this game that you really like. But I don't know. I'm thinking about like, man, I'm just going to finish this game out. It is what it is at this point, and then we'll just kind of see. But we can still talk about it. I guess you guys are going to have to watch me play with everyone else. But with injuries, they're certainly out for the game. It's not like he's coming back when I said you don't know how long they're out for. So this is definitely an early exit, but hopefully he comes back next week. I was looking at the schedule, just kind of looking ahead a little bit, and the Buffalo Bills are in week 2. And they're one of the premier teams in the game, and arguably the best team in the game. The computer, there's stuff that you can read about this game, the way it was made, but they were essentially slanted a little bit more towards the Bills. Obviously a great team, but just they seem to have that extra boost, so that'll obviously be a tough game. But yeah, that's tough. Third quarter there, going down with the injury. Definitely didn't want that to happen. I hope you guys aren't just heartbroken after this injury here. Like I said, hopefully he comes back, and I'll figure out a way to, I don't know if we're going to watch every game, but I want to finish this one out. That's a good sack by Greg Lloyd. Another thing I'm trying to do on defense is I don't want to be the nose tackle. Obviously you can select the nose tackle and dive right in, and usually it's kind of a cheap way to get a sack. And even the linebacker, that outside linebacker where Greg Lloyd's playing, I try not to select him because it's kind of, I wouldn't say, it just kind of makes it a little too easy where you select him and then run out the outside and blitz every time and things like that. So I'm trying to have a little bit more of a challenge, and like I said, play one of those guys in the back, and Woodson's the fastest, so got Merrill Hodge going in for a touchdown. So he's actually the starter on this game before I made Williams the starter, so he's got decent ratings. They're very similar to Warren Williams, and obviously you guys know Merrill Hodge from his work, still involved with the game as a journalist there. But yeah, so we're gonna finish this off. I know it's disappointing. He really got hurt in the first week. This is ridiculous. I did not see that coming at all. But yeah, we're gonna finish this off, get the win at least, and then we'll just kind of see what happens after that. But like I said, and for you guys that are new to the channel, check out the other videos, different games. I'm just kind of trying to bring something different to the table. And if you're new to the website as well, InsideTheU.com, we cover the Miami Hurricanes. We've been doing it for years. My first season covering the team was in 2003, so I've seen a lot of great players, good teams, disappointments. There's Hardy Nickerson in there, but to check out the website, we have plenty of information still on the Canes. Also, you want to check out, you can follow me on Twitter at InsideTheU, and follow our Facebook page. Just a shout out to some of the other stuff that we do in case you're new and still want some coverage. There's Merrill Hodge going up the middle. I like that. Got to get in here though. There we go. That's good. We'll take that 40-point performance by the offense in the first game. I know they're shook seeing their man Warren go down, but everyone's doing well. This is a good start to the season. Like I said, I felt like it's a little rusty, even though when I was playing those preseason games, doing well. But there were certainly some things where I knew I was just a little bit off, but I'm going to see if I can get better. and have it put together a good season for you guys to watch. And if you guys, as always, if you guys have any suggestions of games you want to see that involve the Hurricanes, either past or current guys, certainly drop a mention in the comments, or find me on, like I said, on the website, on Twitter, things like that. Definitely read all your comments. It's been great seeing as much support as we've gotten as we do this kind of a new thing with the site and the channel here with incorporating games. He's running a wide receiver reverse there in the end zone. I don't see that too often, but that's all right. We're worried about the Steelers. I know there's a lot of, obviously, Steelers are one of the premier franchises in the NFL. So hopefully we got some Steeler fans in here checking out the channel. And like I said, in the game, the Steelers are known for just having a really kind of a plotting offense, a tough offense to really get things going. You got the running backs who are just okay, and then receivers, Lewis Lips, you guys remember him, but he's pretty good in the game. And then the quarterback situation, it's just a little bit tougher of an offense to get going. It's not as easy as those top teams. Like I said, I mentioned the Bills. The 49ers are great. The New York Giants are really tough. I think the Bears are pretty good, like really good. Those are kind of the top teams in my opinion. And if you guys did play this, or even still playing it, just kind of curious who you guys like to play with now. Maybe your favorite team or who you think is the best. That's another interception. Defense off to a great start. I like this. Even though we gave up the 14 points or making plays in the back, I would have liked to have gotten a pick with some other guys, but that's all right. Let's see if I can get another score. The time. I'm going to run out of time and get out of bounds here. Get one more shot. See if I can get to 49 points. That'd be a great start, but that's all right. So just a good win, but just tough with that Warren news. We're going to see how things go. Oh, I throw a pick on the last play. Just getting a little greedy. Maybe I should just taken that one in. So let's see if Warren's final stats. All right, 15 carries, 66 yards. He had the 3 touchdowns. But here it is. Oh, see, he's not back in second week. See, I wanted to start it for you guys and see like if he comes running out, but so he's not going to be ready for this game. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and skip ahead, and I'll play some highlights for you guys. I don't want you guys to watch the whole thing. This is about Warren, but here's one of the highlights of it. Got the end of the second quarter, struggling on offense. I just throw this crazy pass. I know you guys, if you've played this, you've done that pass. Let's see if I can get in here for the score. There we go. So we're gonna go into halftime with the lead, but like I said, offense is struggling. The Bills are really good, fast on defense, and they end up having to go to overtime. Still tied at 10, just a dogfight. And I actually had 6 turnovers in the game. I threw 3 picks and lost 3 fumbles. A lot of it coming in the second half. Super frustrating, but and speaking of frustrating, running out of bounds right there on the kickoff return on overtime. But I'm able to make this play right here. Just Eric Green, the tight end, getting loose. Needed this big time. I feel like this is an upset too. I was kind of adjusting my team. I needed to pass more, kick this field goal to win it. So I come away with this upset win. Like I said, the Bills are one of the best, but the Steelers are showing, we're forced to be reckoned with that 13-10. So here's week 3. Again, Warren's still on the bench, still injured. This is disappointing. The Patriots aren't very good. This would have been a great game to have Warren in there, have a big game. Like I said, he had that 66 yards in the first game. I feel like I was just starting to get going with him. You definitely can rip off some runs against the Patriots. We would have been well on our way. But this is what I did here. I made a quarterback change. I put in Strom. Go to Lewis Lips. He had a monster day. So I get the win. So we're 3-0. But Warren's only played that first game. You see a big game for Strom. Worley filling in. I didn't run it as much. Working on the passing game right now. Trying to be more all around. So I'm going to leave you guys there through 3 weeks, and we'll just have to see if Warren's going to come back for week 4, and we'll just kind of go from there. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, be sure to like the channel, subscribe, and check out InsideTheU.com for all your Hurricanes coverage, and follow me on Twitter at InsideTheU. Thanks for watching.